And midway through the season, is this the point in the schedule where players start to feel some fatigue set in?
Oh yeah, the adrenaline of the beginning of the year has worn off at this point. Everybody is feeling it. This is when you're counting on that preseason conditioning to get you through the rigors of a very long season.
Well, rest and recovery, most important thing this time of year.
No substitutes for those.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. They've got Johnson, Alexander Sarr out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Keyshawn George, and it's Koulibaly in at the 2 guard. Now here's Achua. Sacramento passing it around. DeRozan. Offline from the top of the key. Pass to Sarr. Down low. Levine with a steal. Here's Achua. Sabonis looking over the floor. Now here's Levine. And the 3 off target. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Koulibaly up top. Middleton outside. George sets a screen. Clock at 6. Middleton against Levine. Lets it fly from 18. No good off the glass. And it's Sacramento's ball. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
Now here's Johnson. He picked up 10 in his last game. 2 points. That one goes.
You knew something had to go in at some point. Maybe the start of better things ahead.
Westbrook, the pass to DeRozan. Outside Levine. Picked by Sabonis. And it's Zach Levine with the 3.
I mean, Levine wasn't about to let that possession get away from them. I mean, he knew just how much time there was left on the shot clock.
George outside from deep. And the 3-pointer goes.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's DeRozan. Coming off a terrific game against New York. Here's Levine for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Levine's got 6 points.
Back-to-back threes here. Levine with a beautiful shot.
Pass to George. Now Middleton. Over Achua. And again, it's Washington.
Yeah, so confident from the mid-range. Middleton, I mean, I love seeing him look to score from there.
Westbrook outside. DeRozan outside. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Sarr.
I think Sabonis loves getting challenged inside, and he embraces the contact.
These are his first free throws of the game. And timeout called by Doug Christie. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Sacramento. Monk comes in for Zach Levine, and it's Schroeder in for Russell Westbrook. The first free throw is good. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
And Sabonis drops them both.
Yeah, I really respect the strong foundation Sabonis strives to provide for his team. He's always working hard to find those points and boards.
Now here's Koulibaly. Still without a bucket. Inside, here's Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sar in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Back to Schroeder. Pass to DeRozan. Now Monk takes a three. They get it again. Here's Sabonis. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
I like how Sabonis plays with an edge. He shows this especially with how he rebounds the rock.
This will be his third free throw attempt of the game. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bagley's checked in for Sar. Champagnie comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Carrington in for Coulibaly.
It's hard not to be excited about Sabonis, a multifaceted big man who does a little bit of everything.
Monk against Johnson to the paint. Here's Champagnie. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now here's DeRozan. Schroeder finds Sabonis. On the wing, DeRozan. George defending. DeRozan down low. Working on George. It's good on the putback.
Prolific on the glass. I mean, Sabonis turning that board into points.
Now here's Carrington. Defense right on him. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Now here's DeRozan. No made baskets yet. Sabonis in the post. He's covered by Bagley. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Washington trailing. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Riley, coming off a 12-point game. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Champagnie shot is off. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Kings on top, up 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. We've got Carlton Carrington, and it's Cooper in at the point guard position. Now here's Levine. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Riley. No points yet.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. They're getting their first look of the season at Washington in this one.
Yeah, they had some trouble with this team last year, splitting the season series.
Monk for 3. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
This is a talent Levine is constantly developing. His assist numbers just keep improving.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. You have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it, very difficult to defend.
Now here's George. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Bagley down low. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Bagley's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter, and now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
To the middle. And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And for that game against the Cavaliers, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
The Kings making a switch here. Sabonis checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Sarge checked in for Bagley. A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, BA, but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
And so here's Sacramento, following the score by Washington. Westbrook can't hit.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Pass to Sarr. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
DeMar DeRozan's checked in for the Kings. Schroeder comes in for Monk to the paint. Stolen by Middleton. Outside Carrington. Pass to Coulibaly. Washington moving the ball around. The three is up. Washington again can't hit. Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Kept alive. And it's DeRozan missing.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's Westbrook following the score by Washington. Shot clock at 5. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Coulibaly's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Middleton. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by DeRozan. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change. Back to you."
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Ellis is checked in for Sacramento. Malik Monk comes in for Schroeder. And a change for the Wizards. Johnson's checked in. George finds Coulibaly. Middleton outside. Pass to Johnson. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. And the Wizards lead by 4.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And here is DeRozan. Here's the 3. Rebound Washington. Coulibaly's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And so DeRozan will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They set the pick. Pass to Ellis. Fires from deep. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards leading by 4. Now Koulibaly. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Down to Rosen. Over Middleton. DeRozan getting his feet wet in the paint.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
Here's Koulibaly. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Washington up 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, folks. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking?
And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Domantas Sabonis has been sensational.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
Well, it's demoralizing for the opponent. Those second chance opportunities really energize your team.
The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Domantas Sabonis. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's Doug Christie's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Middleton. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Westbrook with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. DeRozan outside. Sabonis. It's not going to go for him. Washington trailing. Now Middleton. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Good. Johnson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Now here's Levine. He's got 9.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Back come the Kings in transition. Ahead, here's Achiuwa. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got his 3rd assist of the night.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Middleton. Here's Johnson. Outside Koulibaly. It's George on the wing. Back to Koulibaly. Pass to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Washington moving the ball around. Here's Johnson. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Westbrook. Levine with it. Picked up by Koulibaly. Westbrook outside. Achiuwa with a screen. Westbrook can't hit.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
All right, Tim, let's focus on Bilal Koulibaly. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. My goodness.
Man, tremendous tools for a wing defender, B.A. He was a late bloomer, and he's still working on his skill level, but if that comes along, watch out.
And it's in there. Johnson's got 8 points.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
DeRozan looks it over. Looking to get back on track. Great D that time from Middleton. The Wizards have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Coulibaly against Levine. And that one's good. Coulibaly. And it's a 3-point Washington lead. Sacramento has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And here's Westbrook. He's scoreless. DeRozan outside. Pass to Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. Sarr pulls it in.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Here's Johnson for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Achua. Sabonis outside. Pass to DeRozan. DeRozan double team. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Sarr. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Schroeder, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Washington, Bagley's checked in for Sarr. And it's Carrington in for George. And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. That's good from DeRozan.
Yeah, numbers from the free throw line for DeRozan have only improved as his career has gone on.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line.
What impresses me most about DeRozan is his footwork, especially when he's operating around the mid-range.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And it's Levine with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Schroeder passes to Achua. Inside. And there's Sabonis. That one's good. On the assist by DeRozan. Sabonis has got 9 points. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Middleton outside. Up top, Johnson. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Levine in deep. Oh, man! Wow. And a two-handed jam!
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Carrington. Pass to Bagley. Outside Johnson. Bagley is screen on Levine. Johnson against Levine. Bagley is screen on Levine. From deep, Johnson. Rebound by Sacramento. Outside Schroeder. Now Achua. Kicks it to DeRozan. For the lead.
And at the buzzer! Count it! Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's just great awareness. One eye on the clock, one eye on the hoop.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Kings ahead. They lead by a bucket. And And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Washington, they've got Keyshawn George, Carlton Carrington out there with Marvin Bagley, and it's Champagnie at the power forward position.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And it's Monk missing. Well, the Wizards shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Pass to Champagnie. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Carrington. The three ball. Knocks down the triple.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Bagley against Sabonis. Sabonis with a screen on George. It's Ellis with a drive. Now here's Monk. Westbrook outside. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it in.
Oh, unlimited energy. That's what Westbrook brings. No problems bouncing off contact.
Pass to Champagnie. Here's Riley.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Wizards making a switch here. Sarge checked in. The Kings trailing. Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock. Monk for 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Here's Riley. The shot from 20 feet out. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Clifford. It's rebounded by Washington. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. George outside. Back to Carrington. And he's going for the lob! And finished off by Sarr.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Washington. And another miss by Sacramento. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Johnson for 3. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Middleton's got his 4th assist in this one. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Sabonis outside. Now Levine. From downtown. How about Levine showing off the range?
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through with a clutch.
Now Middleton. Koulibaly with a screen on Achua. Middleton, no problem from 14.
The clutch shots seem to be more and more frequent for Middleton. You can see why they have so much confidence in him.
Now here's Westbrook. Sabonis, right side. Here's Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Sabonis. The 17-footer. Not that time.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Middleton outside. Now Johnson. Now here's Sarr. And it's Middleton driving. Rebounded by Sabonis. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 2-point game. On the wing, DeRozan. Koulibaly defending. DeRozan against Koulibaly. Westbrook.
Westbrook's competitive drive being the difference maker. He never, ever backs down.
Now George. Middleton outside. Johnson fires. Oh, off target from downtown. The Kings have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. DeRozan against Sarr. DeRozan outside. To take the lead. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Johnson against Westbrook. Yes! Using that window!
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. On the wing, DeRozan. Coulibaly defending.
Oh, a seasoned veteran with lots of scoring moves. You can usually count on DeRozan to convert in the clutch.
Now here's Johnson. Middleton! Can't get the three. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. DeRozan down low. Middleton covering.
Yeah, just a crafty pump fake there by DeRozan, resulting in him drawing a good foul.
First team foul. At the line for your Kings, DeMar DeRozan taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
Westbrook against Johnson. Here's George. Deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Shooting for Sacramento, Zach Levine taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he's unable to get the second one. Johnson outside. Let's loose for 3. Oh, he cannot hit. And so it's Sacramento with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most.